And we have two very enthusiastic folks here, and so nice to meet the both of you. We are introducing Simon and Simon, and they are from the Snow Kite Festival, or Snow Kite Lac Megantic. Welcome to the both of you.
Thank you for having us.
And pardon me if I don't get the French dialect right. I've been to Canada. I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been to Lac Megantic?
I have, and I've been up there to visit. Been up for a pancake breakfast up there in the morning, a maple syrup breakfast, and what a beautiful area. And Lac Megantic is just amazing. Yeah. And last week was the festival. Tell us about what happened.
Yeah, go ahead.
Festival. Well, listen, we had 30 racers. This was the third edition of our snow kite festival. It was the Quebec Cup. So we had races around on the Lac Megantic, about 30 competitors coming from Canada and also from the U.S. We had Jeff Bertowski that was coming from Boston. Nice. We had amazing races all weekend, and we had a big crowd as well. It was pretty cold last weekend in Canada and here as well. But it was amazing to see the racers last Saturday. We actually hit some records, some speed records that Saturday. Well, listen, the lake was perfectly frozen and just like a perfect ice condition. And Christian Abbé is one of our best racers that come to the event, and he's pretty famous back home. And he goes to Europe to race at the Red Bull Norway race, and so he's pretty well equipped. And that's actually him that we see him jumping there. He on Saturday he hit 104 kilometer an hour, so that's in miles per hour. That's 65.
Holy cow!
So we know it's a North American record, a snowboarder, kiteboarder racer, but we're still looking to see if we hit the world record as a kiteboarder.
Sure. That's very exciting. Now, we were talking during the break. Now, they use old school skis, as we were talking about, the longer skis, and you're achieving a lot of friction. Tell us a little bit about the equipment and what happens when you're racing at that speed.
Yes, exactly. Well, because you're always trying to go upwind to hit the cones, and because it's a loop, well, you're always on one side of the skis and then you're going to the other side. But most of the time you're doing a long distance on one side. And so at that speed on ice, the friction of the skis on the ice will make your skis, the edge of your skis melt. So most of the skiers last weekend, they probably burnt 2 or 3 pairs of skis during the weekend just for the competitions.
Don't throw away those 2 tens yet.
Exactly.
They could come invaluable.
Yes.
Yeah, it was really cold, and a great event nonetheless, still well supported. Did you have a good audience of people out there and an appreciation for the sport?
Yeah, well, Saturday was very cold, so we had about, I think, 200 people.
Well, that's great.
During the day, and Sunday we are thinking about 500-600 during the day. So the whole event about 800.
Yes, exactly.
So the population came out a little bit, but Saturday was very cold. So
yeah, it was, and this is an annual event. You said the 3rd year, so it builds every year. It takes a while to make an event huge like that.
Yes, exactly, and it always depends on the wind conditions and also the forecast and all that. But we're always around 30 and 40 racers. And we hope to see in the next year or in 2 years and the next year's more Americans.
Absolutely, yeah.
We're just 15 minutes across the border, and we know there's tons of kiteboarders here, snow kiters, here in Maine, New Hampshire, and also Vermont. So we'd like to have more Americans coming to Lac Megantic and for the next year's festival.